I have with me Jason Beardslee. He is a USPTA certified Pro1 and has been for about 15 years. He is the club manager and director of tennis here at Hidden Hills Racket Club in Hayward, California. And he has an extensive background in teaching from children to all levels of play, all ages. Jason's also a tournament player, played college tennis, and has a very extensive background in high school coaching. So Jason, in your experience using the total serve, I know you use it in your teaching and your programs. What do you like best about it? What does it do for you and for your students?
I think the main thing is it gets the kids confidence right off the bat, where they feel like they can have a correct serving motion within a matter of an hour.
Right.
So if you can go out there and have a child that really can't throw very well, you can kind of teach them how the weight of the balls drags through in the serve motion, and they can actually use their body to get their rotation going, and then feel in the serve a little bit better.
Right. So do you use the full-size one, or you use, because there's a 1-ball, the 2-ball, and the 3-ball?
For the younger kids, definitely using the 1-ball and the 2-ball, and as they get a little bit stronger and a little bit more confident with their motion, then we step them up to the 3rd ball.
Jason's going to show us how to move back and hit an overhead with the total serve. First, he's going to shadow it with his racket, so you see what it's supposed to look like. He's going to go back up with a crossover step. You can go back with a slide as well. And he's going to be jumping back off of his right foot, hitting and landing on his left foot. The purpose being, when somebody's trying to lob over you, you're not just jumping up, but you have to cover ground going back as well. So let's see how he does it with the racket. Oh, that looks easy, huh? Do it again, please. Excellent. You don't want to lob Jason. So let's get him doing it with the total serve. And he's going to have to, when he's jumping back, the thing that's so difficult for people is making that rotation when you're throwing, okay, or when you're throwing your racket at the ball. So if you don't rotate enough, you're not going to get enough power, and you're not going to get the clearance with your racket across your lower body. So let's see what it looks like with the total serve. Ooh, that was a good one. Great. Wow, I think we'd all like to have a serve like that. I'm going to have Jason show you in a minute how you're going to practice that with the total serve. There we go. Excellent. So you notice here what's really important is his left side, his tossing arm, is way up, and he's got a great shoulder angle. His left shoulder is higher than his right shoulder when he's going to drive up to the ball, first with his legs, then with his body. So we're just going to get a basic idea of some drills that you can do. And we're starting up close to the net. This is a great thing for all players to do. And first we need to get a sort of a definition idea of what pronation is. And for most players, for your average player, we're just going to concentrate on the pronation being when you're going up to contact the ball, to hit the ball, the butt of the racket is going to come out the right-hand side of your hand, okay? So there is more extreme pronation, but we're really just focusing on some basic movements here where that is the action of what we want to happen, okay? So since the total serve is weighted on the end, if you just put your grip in the right place where the grip marker is, and you swing, that's automatically going to happen. You don't have to try and twist your hand, turn your hand, which is really where most people get confused. So Jason's going to show us that action as sort of an abbreviated serve, starting up front. He's going to just start with the total serve down his back and go through that motion. Excellent. So we can see that the butt cap is out to the right. Good. There we go. Great exercise to do. Now he's just going to take it to the racket. And you can use a full hand on there. Oh yeah, wrong racket. Right, so he's concentrating on making it feel the same. He's got to sort of pretend that racket head is weighted. Good. Now he can just take a ball, and what we're planning on him doing is hitting it into the service box. So if he's not pronating, they're going to go long, 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 because we really want him swinging full speed. We want him swinging hard and getting that ball good to go on a downward plane. He's not hitting down, he's hitting it on a downward plane. Excellent, good. So now what we do after he's done that a bunch of times, he's made it look easy. It's going to take you guys a lot longer than that, I think. We'll move back, I don't know, 10 feet. And now he's going to do exactly the same thing. Good. Excellent. Now he's going to move back. We're just going to skip all the way to the back. But you can go back in 6-foot increments, and you may hit 100 serves this way. Does it feel the same as when you're up front? Yeah. Okay, so we really want this to feel the same up front and all the way through back to the back court. So another quick drill here is we would start with the total serve, and we'll have them swing it around a bit. And so when you get comfortable doing this, right, and you don't have to think about it too much, then it's going to be time to start transitioning to your racket. And what you don't want to do is immediately start hitting balls. Everyone wants to hit a ball, and we want to take the ball out of the picture and think about technique. So we're going to have Jason put the total serve down and take his racket and hold on with just one finger and the thumb. So your other 3 fingers are down below the butt cap, kind of in a little ball here, but not too tight. And most people say they're afraid that the racket's going to fly out of their hand. It won't. It won't. But this really feels loose. This is the closest to what you're going to get to the total serve feeling, right? Since it's so loose and whippy. Okay, now we're going to go 2 fingers on there. So it's 2 fingers on, 2 fingers off, thumb on, way down low on the racket. You know, the lower you hold on the racket, the more racket head speed you're going to get. So 1 finger on and thumb on is the lowest you can get on the racket. Okay, 3 fingers on. And you're still trying to make it feel loose. Make it all feel the same as far as the relationship of you and the racket head. Okay, full hand on. He's got to stay really loose. So if your grip tightens up, if you're nervous or you're not aware of it, you're going to tighten up your whole arm. Okay, so now he gets a reward because he's doing so well. He gets to hit a ball. Great. So usually this is the point where somebody breaks down, because as soon as we put the ball in the picture, they then want to tighten up, and we find, oops, there's a net, and there's a box, and there's an opponent, and now we fall back into the same old thing, okay? So if it were me, if I see that happening, I take the total serve away, the racket away, and we go back to the total serve. But I'm not going to make Jason do that. We're just going to watch one more of his beautiful serves. Excellent. The total serve can be used for stretching and strengthening, injury prevention, injury rehabilitation by dynamic stretching. It can be used for gaining power, efficiency, and rhythm on all of your strokes. If you use it and you don't just leave it in your tennis bag, you will get better. Check out the Total Serve at www.thetotalserve.com.